We're in the middle of everything. They're carrying a child. Look at this. They're carrying a child. Look at this. This is horrible.
Ustedes tienen familia, somos inmigrantes, no somos delincuentes. Somos inmigrantes, no somos delincuentes.
Discúlpeme, oficial. They have encapsulated them. They're pushing. Now they're pushing. Some of them, they're escaping underneath to the ranches. Look at this, man. They're throwing rocks. They're hitting the National Guard officers. Throwing rocks over here.
Gosh, what a scene to see really unfolding here, and having them use that rope so that they're all able to stay together is really interesting to see all this happen, Oscar.
Is number 4 in the world for violence and homicides. Due to this factor, the military was moved to Tijuana. Entry of San Isidro next door to the city of Tijuana, Mexico. Migrants looking for asylum from Ukraine arrived to the
Rotos, señores, las barreras. Ya no los pueden controlar. They have broke the barriers. They cannot control them.
Thank you so much for joining in. How's everybody doing? I'm Oscar Blue for Border Negro News, correspondent for Real America's Voice News and the Wendy Bell Radio Network. How's everybody doing? Thank you so much for joining in. This is a really, as I did a video in the morning, and I didn't know how to describe this. I really did not know how to describe this, as it is so unfortunate to try to describe how a person, after seeing the count, I believe that is 53 right now on the tragedy that happened in Texas. I believe that it has gone up to 53. 27 of them are Mexican, and the count it keeps growing. And you know, after seeing that tragedy and after seeing what just happened, you have the press secretary, Jean-Pierre, or I don't even know what her name is now. Somebody saying 56. I have to confirm that. But I stopped on 53. And when you hear the statements of the press secretary of the White House, when you're listening to the most important person that it speaks out of a governmental office, that is the White House. It is the most important office in the world, possibly governmental office in the world. And you see this person coming out and say, you know what, I'm just going to say this. The border is closed. And I don't even take it personal, because I have been doing some good reporting for the past 4 years. Also, my partner, Real Anthony Agüero, has been doing a magnificent reporting for the past 4 years, also 4 years and a half. Our friend and colleague Ben Berquam also has been doing exactly the same for the past 4 years, in some months, almost 5 years, a little bit more. And when we hear these kind of statements, and when we show the atrocities and also the vulnerabilities that has been happening at the border, we just wow ourselves on how ignorant, how sad this is what is governing the United States of America right now. This is what is governing lies, spineless government, a spineless government, a government with no feelings, a government with no heart, a government with no sense whatsoever of how a border operates. There was a really incompetent comment a few moments ago that I was reading, and it says, "You're really confused, man. You're blaming the left and you're blaming the right. This has been happening for years now, smuggling of people." You just gave yourself the same answer, brother. You just gave me the answer. The one that is clueless and the one that is confused, it is you. Because if I'm saying that the fault is of the left, that there's creating this crisis right now, and the right that is not doing anything about it, and you're saying this has been happening for years now, so what the hell the left and the right have been doing then? You just proved my point. So what the hell the left and the right have been doing to protect and to secure and to create a better pathway? What they have been doing? Your answer just proved my point. This is what I call spineless. This is what I call spineless government. This is a spineless government. No backbone whatsoever. No backbone. Before I move on and before I play this audio, how's everybody doing? I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News, correspondent for Real America's Voice News and the Wendy Bell Radio Network and other networks also. Somebody saying press secretary is Jen Psaki. No, ma'am. It's not. It is this lady right here. Jen Psaki left a long time ago. For everybody that is watching, hit that like button on Facebook, hit that bell button on YouTube. And also, we are live on Twitter and we are live at Getter. We are live at Twitter and we are live at Getter. And I don't know, they're saying that there's a troll at Getter. Have a nice time, troll. Nobody's going to put attention to you. Have a beautiful life. So let's go right here. Thank you so much. Support independent media. Thank you so much. Let's go out and also buy me a coffee. It's on the bottom link if you guys like to contribute to our independent reporting and travel fund. We are going to be traveling again soon. Let's hear this audio. And you will say, and you will actually, what the hell have these people been living under a rock? Have these people have been living under a rock? What is going on? What the hell is going on? It is unbelievable. The statements of these people. My God. Thank you so much, manager. A round of applause for my manager for all the information that sends every day. Thank you so much. Let's go and hear this audio. Hear this audio out. Listen to this.
And we're focused on continuing our historic actions to disrupt dangerous smuggling networks, including through a new anti-smuggling campaign that just in the first 2 months resulted in over 1,800 arrests. But the fact of the matter is the border is closed, and we're
I believe that the audio is not that we're having problems again with the audio. So I will play it through my phone right here. I will play it through my phone. Let me get the video right here straight. And you can actually listen to it right here close to the microphone. This is what this individual has been saying and is saying right now.
And we're focused on continuing our historic actions to disrupt dangerous smuggling networks, including through new anti-smuggling campaign that just in the first 2 months resulted in over 1,800 arrests. But the fact of the matter is the border is closed. And we're focused on continuing our historic actions to disrupt dangerous smuggling networks, including through new
historic actions. The border is closed, it says. Historic actions. Let me tell you something, lady. 51 going on 53 people have died yesterday, suffocated on the back of a tractor trailer. Tell me what is historical about that. More than 2 million people have crossed from non-port of entries into the United States of America due to the open border policies. Tell me what is historical about that. The cartel is more incentivized than ever in Mexico. You don't live in Mexico, Miss Jean-Pierre. I live in Mexico. The cartel is more incentivized than ever. People are dying in the Darien Gap. People are dying crossing to every part of the jungle in the Darien Gap. Guatemala, El Salvador, Nicaragua. People are dying even in crossing in Mexico. In Mexico, they're being kidnapped and also they're being trafficked on the back of a tractor trailer. What is historical about that? Tell me your historic triumph. Prove me your historic triumph right now. Is this your historic triumph? And not only that, the most embarrassing and the most disgusting thing about it is that you reaffirmed, lastly, that the border is closed when you have Fox News, CNN, even leftist media, Fox News, CNN, Al Jazeera, leftist media, right-wing media. You have Real America's Voice News. You have ON. You have Newsmax. You have media from Telemundo, Univision. You have the whole world media showing how this particular port of entry that is called Eagle Pass in Del Rio, Texas, it is wide open for people to come in, and how people are saying that Eagle Pass in Del Rio, it is the door to the refugees. How all of this, it is being plain in your face. I don't know where you have been hiding, and if you've been hiding under a rock, if you've been hiding under, I don't know, a tunnel, I don't know where you have been at. But for God's sake, how dare you say that the border is closed? Not only that, even the president of Mexico is saying there is a big problem right now. We are trying to resolve this problem. It says that there's a new smuggling campaign, she says. This happened also over Obama, even before they were acting like this. And the audio, thank you so much again. A round of applause to my manager, always on top of things. She was on a plane. That is why the audio is so bad. Thank you so much, Marcy, for the coffees. Buy me a coffee. It's on the bottom link. Holy cow. Do you actually think United States citizens and Americans, and not only that, this is insulting to the people around the world. Do you think that we are stupid? This individual thinks that what is historical about what you just saw in Quintana Road in San Antonio, where multiple citizens of San Antonio in Quintana Road have said that particular bridge that connects to two freeways, it is the most important trafficking triangle that has been happening for months now, and an exacerbated number. And you're telling me right now that the border is closed. What a way to resolve things. First and foremost, the audio is bad. This is why she was on a plane and she was doing this interview on a plane, or she was giving a response on a plane because possibly she was getting hit from left and right. And like Miss Jean, you got to answer. Like, you got to answer to this. This is so ridiculous. You have to talk about it. You have to say something. Give me the phone. I will answer it on the plane. Okay, the border is... Listen to how ridiculous this sounds.
And we're focused on continuing our historic actions to disrupt dangerous smuggling networks, including through a new anti-smuggling campaign that just in the first 2 months resulted in over 1,800 arrests. But the fact of the matter is the border is closed.
1,800 arrests. 1,800. What do you think? 1,800 arrests of what? Smugglers and traffickers? Is that it? Is that it? Have you, Jean-Pierre, in the Biden administration, have you picked up a phone? Thank you so much, Alice, for the coffees. Have you picked up the phone and called the head of international relations, Marcelo Ebrard, another brainless dumbass in Mexico? Have you ever called him and say, like, hey, I think we have a problem? I think we have a problem right here. Not only we having a problem in Mexico, but we have a problem right now. I think that we're getting a lot of people, and I don't know how to resolve this. Can you tell me what can we do? Thank you, Alice, for the coffees. Has anybody of these individuals have picked up a phone and called President of Guatemala to just say, like, hey, man, you're doing a horrible job. You're doing a horrible job. What can we do for people to not migrate like this? For them to have another option, or to help them in their own countries so they can not migrate like this and they can have a better opportunity for security, infrastructure, jobs. Come on, give me something. Have they picked up a phone? No, they have not. They're the worst administration in terms to international relations. The worst. The only thing that they have a great relationship with is Ukraine. That's it. Holy moly, man. Cold water. It is hot as hell today in Tijuana. Not only that, the level of disrespect of this lady to the people that they have passed away, the people that they have died, suffocated in the back of a tractor trailer, for you to say that the border is closed. How do you think these family members feel right now? Do you know how you shot yourself in the foot right now, lady? If you're saying the border is closed, in the eyes of the world, they're going to say, so if the border is closed, how these people got in? They were smuggled. So the border is not closed? It's closed or not closed? Okay, so they were smuggled. And they went through different inspection points in the United States. And they're being smuggled into Mexico and coming over. You're making yourself look like an ignorant. This is the most denigrating until now. Until now. I believe that this is the most denigrating, the most insulting, the most incompetent, the most ignorant, the most everything comment that I heard from this administration, other than Kamala Harris. Where are you? You know, the border czar, Kamala Harris. Where is she? Where is she? Has anybody heard a tweet by Alexandria Ocasio talking about this. Thanks so much, Cindy, for the copies. Thanks so much. Has anybody heard a tweet? Oh no, but she's tweeting about, you know, if Democrats are not on the same boat, you know how these leftists, they use their and I was like, oh, they use their language. You know how they talk. They look really, oh my God, these radicals. So Alexandria Ocasio, she's fighting about if Democrats are not in the same wing and they're not in the same balance that everybody's are, we need to readjust to see if 2024 they're going to be in office. Has anybody seen their tweeting about the 53 migrants that they lost their lives? Mike, thank you so much for the copies. Has anybody, somebody saying shout out to Mayra Flores? Hey, Mayra, felicidades. Unos churritos del ratón, Mayra, unos churritos del ratón con chile, hombre. Acuérdate. Has anybody seen Rashida Tlaib tweeting about this? Or just saying something about it? Has anybody seen Ilhan Omar tweeting or saying something about it? Gavin Newsom, Veronica Escobar. Can somebody just pinch me and say, tremensos, cara, ahí están hablando, ellos están protestando, ahorita están los demócratas defendiendo a todo hueso colorado. Has anybody seen these Democrats say something about it? On the other hand, don't get mad and don't get butthurt. Has anybody seen Republicans speaking about this matter and being open about this matter and saying, let's go to San Antonio and let's go and support and let's see what we can do? Crickets. This is an article, and a lot of people are not going. I really do not mind, and I really do not care sharing articles from other networks. But this is an article that it was written by Vice News, I believe so. Nobody. Thank you so much. Nobody. Everybody saying nobody. It's an article written by Vice News, and it says migrants paid. The article is written by Vice News. It was written by Luis Chaparro. I believe that Luis Chaparro, he's from El Paso, Texas. I believe that he's from El Paso, Texas, and he is a daring journalist. Saludos para Luis. That tractor trailer, migrants paid thousands to be smuggled in that truck now, 51, and it's going on 53. It was going on 53. This was released on June 29, and today is June 29, but it was released on 8/12 in the morning. It was released on 8/12 in the morning. And this is what it says. It says the deaths in San Antonio highlight the expensive risk migrants take by putting their lives in hand of illegal smugglers and the desperation triggered by the U.S. current immigration policy. And it says right here, the 51 migrants who died of a heat stroke and dehydration inside of a trailer truck abandoned on the side of a highway in San Antonio on Monday, each paid upwards $3,000 per trip. $3,000 per trip. Talking about that, if there are 53 that they have passed away, and I know that El País wrote that, but this is what I had in hand right now. If they had 53 per 3,000, it's $159,000. $159,000 right now. 159,000. I'm multiplying. So you got 159,000, almost close to $160,000 on 53 people. This is what it says right here. These are young people, man, that they have passed away. And I will show some pictures of the young individuals that they lost their lives due to this sad event that happened right here. And let me just put this banner right here. This is, I believe this is one of them. Yes. This is sad to see, man. And a lot of these young guys, they were, sadly, rest his soul. God rest his soul. Alejandro Miguel Andino Caballero. He was from Honduras. So young. Really young. Really, really, really young. This is, he was, I believe, and let me just get this fact straight. My manager gave me this incredible information about this individual. He used to work, he was an operator of a client operator, a dispatch in Allied Global. This is who he was. I believe that this was this young man. Really young. This is another one. Believe that he's from Honduras also. Fernando Jose Redondo. How young these people are, man. How young these people are. This is another picture of the first individual. Clear view. Second picture. Right here. Clear view. So young. Look at this angel, man. Margie Tamara Paz Grajeda. From Honduras also. She was going to the university in Honduras, according to her Facebook page. She was going to college. And apparently, the story says that her mom now has cancer, and the girl wanted to go to the U.S. to pay for her mom. But she spent thousands to be smuggled into the United States. And the whole idea was possibly basically to get some money to pay for the cancer treatment of her mother. I know it's not correct to migrate that way. It is not correct, and I will not justify, and I will not for not even 1 second accept derogatory comments in my live feed towards this situation. These people are not here anymore. Have some respect. And, you know, the first guy with this young lady, there were a couple. So possibly they went together and they stayed together and they lived together, and possibly they said, you know what, let's go. It's another picture of the young lady. Holy cow, man. Whew. Whew. Gets you. Right here. This is how I have my own perception. My own perception is my perception, and it's everybody's perception. It is you know, it is respectful, and everybody's point of view, it is respectful, but with respect. Ultimately, with that, these people are not here anymore, and this is a really wrong comment, and I will elaborate on this comment. AMLO pushed them to take this route. How a lot of people like to justify the United States of America, and they like to justify their own government. AMLO did not push these people to take this route. Do you know that they were smuggled in a tractor trailer inside of the United States of America, not in Mexico? We don't even know how they got to the border. Do you know how they got inside to the United States of America? Possibly. That is not a tractor trailer. They crossed from Mexico to the United States. Just so you know, that tractor trailer was picking them up in the United States and transporting them into another place. Just so you understand. Let me get some apples so people can understand this. This is my perception. And this is, you know, I'm not going to tolerate these kind of comments. Like these kind of comments. I'm not going to tolerate these kind of comments. These are spineless people. These are spineless people. These comments right here are spineless. I'm not going to tolerate this. I'm not going to. I'm sorry, but I'm not. This is my perception. There needs to be a solution now. The solution needs to come immediately. The United States, it is not the solution for the world. We already know that. When people start repeating that consistently, it is like you're talking to a wall because everybody knows that already. The solution are the first-class world countries that they have an ultimate power and they're leaders of corporations around the world. Canada, the United States, Germany, Spain, France, Switzerland, New Zealand, Hong Kong, and for God's sake, I am sorry what I'm going to say. A lot of people are going to get mad, but China. These countries have so much corporations and so much monopolies of companies that when they take their corporations outside of their country and they put them on third world class country, they make 300% more out of the low class citizens and the cheap man labor. You have a company, example, Starbucks, and you're selling a cup of coffee at $6. In Mexico, it is exactly the same, $6. But you're paying 300% less to the worker. And it is not only the fault of these international corporations, it is also who is allowing it. Who is allowing it in their own governments? The United States has sent so much money to third world class countries, but they have failed to deliver it into the wrong hands. The only person that it was going to deliver that into the right hands, that was the plan, it was the past president. And I'm sorry if people are going to get offended. My God. I will explain some comment right here. Dennis Green says, Oscar, with all respect, I thought you said that these trailers were going through checkpoints and someone was looking the other way and the other day. Please explain what you meant. Checkpoints in the United States of America, they were closed. These checkpoints are from Border Patrol. They were closed because they are overwhelmed and they don't have no personnel. But the problem right here is these checkpoints, how many times they have, how many trailers and citizens from Quintana Road, from San Antonio have said that this has been going on for months and months and months and nobody has done anything about it. So what the hell are these checkpoints doing then? This is what I think. The past president wanted to deliver $4.8 billion to the right hands and to the right people. And he was making, for everything, he was making a task force for this, a task force for that. I'll make a task force for you. I'll even make a task force for you to go to the bathroom. Whatever he made a task force. He wanted to make a task force. This current administration, it is not doing anything about it. And if it is giving money, it's giving money to the NGOs, the ones that they're going to continue to funnel this, and the ones that they're going to continue with this catastrophe to continue on top of the continuancy. Now, what is the problem? Jobs, economy, and poverty. You got these three, and insecurity, health also. So you got these three. You got the first three. They're really important. This is the number three in insecurity. But a lot of these, the 15,000 that I just walked with, the majority of them were coming because of they're living in a communist dictatorship country like Venezuela with Nicolás Maduro, and Ortega, in Nicaragua, and Díaz-Canel, and also in Cuba. So this is where it's going. So you have these international corporations that they are taking over the third world class countries. Meanwhile, they sit down and they cross their hands in first class world countries, enjoying their life and enjoying the beauty. But in the meantime, you got the lower class citizen, and also you got the cheap man labor. That is, all cheap man labor in the continent of America are Latinos. All the cheap man labor in the continent of America are Latinos, the majority. Not talking about 80 to 90% of it. Now, if you're doing that, and if you're not even these international corporations providing jobs in third world class countries, but paying them squat, what do you think they're going to do? So what needs to happen is that these international corporations, instead of taxing the people of the United States, giving and putting an excuse to say it's because of Putin that we're putting the gas prices up and there's no baby formula and we're not even going to have diapers. Instead of that, tax these international corporations and let these international corporations pay what is fair for their international investments in a foreign land. Why you are taking advantage and being a bully over a third world class country? There's a speculation, and I don't want to sound conspiranoic because a lot of people are going to say, oh, Oscar Blue, you're such a conspiranoic, you're such a conspiracy theorist, you're a fear monger. fearmonger, conspiracy theorist, you're a white supremacist. My God, they have called me white supremacist. Do you guys know how I look when the sun hits me really hard in Tapachula and I'm walking? For God's sake, I look brown as hell. And they calling me a white supremacist. You are a white supremacist. It's not about color, it's about the agenda. Whatever. This is the theory that is managing right now on why this is occurring and why this is continuing. You know the sanctions that the United States has over Venezuela? Do you guys know that? You guys know all of that, right? Because the United States makes a lot of money of international capitalism and sanctions and tariffs. You guys know that, right? Let's not play dumb. But you guys know that there is a sanction against Venezuela or a tariff. So supposedly, the Venezuelan government, this is what they're saying. They're doing this, sending a lot of people for the United States to understand that they need to release the sanctions because people are dying of poverty in Venezuela, which I do not believe so that much. Why? Because Venezuela is a communist government, which means that every communist government is going to be this. It's a disaster. It's like Cuba. What are they going to say about Cuba? It's because of the blockage? No, it's not because of the blockage. It's because of freedom. Even the Cuban people, they don't even got freedom to go even fish in their own sea. How in the hell are you going to get an opportunity to be free if you cannot even fish in your own land? Say hello to the laughing emojis. I like when the trolls come in, man. I just love these trolls. And I just love when I shut them out. Hashtag winning all the time. Knockout. Third round. Every time. This is really sad. And I will tell you what is really sad. This is what is more sad about everything, man. This is when you understand that you are basically disgusted with everything. And you cannot even bear to understand. You cannot bear to understand this woman. I really do not understand what the hell this woman said today. 27 Mexicans have been suffocated in the back of a tractor trailer. 27. And this woman is saying that the border is closed. This is a really good comment. Thank you so much. Kimberly Camp, you are the best thing that the war room has. It makes me sick. She's out there. Thank you so much. Say hello to everybody in the war room posse, man. We'll be back with the chief commander over there. She said it yesterday. All right. Thank you. Thank you. This is a complete disaster. I will tell you something. And don't get mad at me and don't get with this. Oh, my God, Oscar, you are just criticizing us. And oh, my God. There's no time for pandering. What the hell is going on? Alejandro Mayorkas, the head chief of the Department of Homeland Security, get the hell out. Fired. Useless. All the people under the wing of Alejandro Mayorkas, out, useless. That department is right now not even working on not even one level whatsoever. Out. My partner Anthony said something a few minutes ago before I was talking, before I came into live. I said, you know what, man? Alejandro Mayorkas, if they fire him, they're going to put some douchebag in there. So it's going to be exactly the same thing. What needs to happen is that, we need to just, every state needs to rise. Every state needs to rise. And every state needs to start defending themselves. Because these people can stand at a podium, literally stand at a podium, or she was not on a podium, she was on a plane. They can stand at a plane and say this.
We're focused on continuing our historic actions to disrupt dangerous smuggling networks.
Historic actions from disrupting smuggling networks. You haven't disrupted squat. Nothing. And the Mexican government, it is complicit of all of it? Yes, it is. But you already know how Mexico works. Don't you? There's a comment right here. It says, stop blame Joe Biden, president. Trump guilty and broke the law, criminal investigation. What does that have to do with right now with the border? Jojo Evel, Trump dangerous man. What the hell is this? Holy cow. Who's the one that is allowing this? Who's the one that said that it was going to create a better pathway for migrants? Who's the one that has more than 38,000 unaccompanied minors at his border? Under whose government happened this tragedy? Under whose government all tragedies are starting to happen? Under whose government you got enough quantities of fentanyl crossing into the United States of America? Under who? Holy cow. My God. This is one of the most, when you see this kind of people and make these kind of statements on the phone and saying that we are working religiously to stop the smuggling crime, you already know how Mexico works. I already know how Mexico works. I live over here. Every Mexican knows how Mexico works. It is a really dangerous country to live in. Really dangerous country. Extremely. But I will tell you something. If you already know that they have the organized crime, they have multiple groups of cartels, you have a humongous problem, a humongous smuggling. You got a lot of corporations from the United States government that they are, that they are extremely involved with the organized crime and with the cartel. And also, you have a lot of agents, and a lot of people got mad with me, man. I was like, why are they getting mad? They do not know what's going on in the borders. Possibly they don't live close to the border. That's why they don't know what the hell is going on at the borders. But I remember, I was saying this in the morning. I remember my first live feed in English, and I said there's a lot of corrupt border agents and a lot of corrupt customs agents. A lot of people started jumping in and saying, how dare you, Oscar Blue? You are the worst. I will stop you from commentating that. What are you going to say now? You're going to deny it? Sadly, every corporation has bad apples. And these bad apples are showing their true colors right now, and it's costing lives. Do you know what it bothers me the most? This is what it bothers me the most. It bothers me that the leftists in the United States of America are going to pander to say, oh my God, poor people, they are putting back on the tractor trailer. You know, they're helping them. How dare you criticizing them? You're backstabbing your own people, Oscar Blue. I will tell you something to all you that you think like this. You have a brain of a trash. You have a trash in your brain. You have a can full of trash in your brain, because I prefer these people to migrate safely, correctly, into a safe pathway, documented peacefully and with every opportunity. Every migrant deserves an opportunity to enter documented peacefully. To whatever place in the world, we are all migrants. To whatever place in the world, documented peacefully. But I prefer that seeing these kind of news of people suffocating in the back of a tractor trailer. Thank you so much, Messi, and thank you so much, Messi. Thank you so much for the copies. Oh, you're backstabbing your own people, Oscar Blue. My people are over here. I live over here. Do you live over here? These leftist tabloid writers and these leftist activists, they live in the United States. They live over there. They're really comfortable over there. They're happy over there. But you're telling me now that it's better for them to go in a tractor trailer and possibly suffocate, and we don't even know who is in the back of that tractor trailer, possibly is kidnapped, possibly not. This is why filters are so important on every border. Mexico is doing the most horrible job on controlling immigration on their south border. AMLO is possibly going to be the worst president in history. A lot of people are giving him the percentage of agreeing with him that he's becoming a really populist president. You know what AMLO does? AMLO does 50 things that they're horrible, and then he does one thing. And that one thing, it gets applauded by the whole country. When you have statistics that it gives the number, and the number's right there, 8 cities on the top 10 for violence and homicides in the world, and he's going to blame the past presidents and the conservatives. Today, they assassinated another journalist in Tamaulipas. Mexico is the most dangerous country in the world to practice journalism. Under the hands of AMLO, more journalists are being assassinated on a daily basis for exercising our freedom of speech and our rights of a constitutional right on Article 7 of the Constitution, 6 and 7 of the Mexican Constitution. More women are being kidnapped. More women are being killed. Drug distribution, don't even talk about it. But no, a lot of people are saying, oh, it's false. We have other statistics. That's false. That's right-wing media outlets that are informing that. You should watch Campechaneando. The hell out of here with that. Nobody cares about that. He cares about the reality and actions right now. Disgusting. This is the most disgusting thing that I have heard in terms to immigration. And even if I show this audio to leaders of the caravans or to even leftists, even left or right or whatever, we're broadcasting. Let me tell you just a little bit of the story. When you are in broadcasting a caravan and you're networking, you turn off your camera, and then you see, CNN and like, hey, how you doing? How you doing, man? How you doing? which network you are? Oh, Real America's Voice. Oh, okay. CNN. All right. How's the fake news going? Hey, how's the radical news going? They tell you. Oh, okay. He. But behind closed doors, if I show these kind of audio to them and I'm like, come on, brother, look at this. They're gonna be like, holy cow. What do you want me to do? I need to stand in the camera and I need to lie. And they will actually tell you that. What do you want me to do, Oscar? I need to stand at the camera and I need to say this. This is what they tell me that I need to say. This is what they tell me that what we need to say. This is. That is why information outlets right now from the left are the worst in the United States of America. Hispanics and Mexican descent shouldn't brainwash not to call ICE to check out these kind of situations. They shouldn't be ashamed. Great comment. They shouldn't be ashamed. If you see some kind of activity of this matter, I will tell you something. Are you going to say, well, God bless them and God protect them? Or are you going to say, I don't want them to suffocate in the back of a tractor trailer. You don't even know what is going on. And a lot of people are saying, oh, they're helping them. They're doing this. They're doing that. Somebody saying, take that woman down. Let me just remove it. We are waiting on, sadly, the list of Mexicans that they passed away on this tragedy. We are, we are waiting on the list of the people that they passed away. Holy cow. How's everybody doing? God bless everybody that is watching. I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News, correspondent for Real America's Voice News. And the Wendy Well Radio Network. There's a comment again from this guy that is continuously trying to trigger, or I don't know what is your whole game, brother. It says the human traffickers are in Mexico. No, they're not. They're also in the United States of America, and where they are paying. Logics. Use your logics. Use your statistics. Please use your logistics. Holy cow. Yes, they are in Mexico, and not even in Mexico. They're in Central America and South America. But where they are paying them to go, use your brain. For God's sake, use it. The AMLO administration is doing something about it. No, they're not. They're the worst administration, and AMLO is guilty. Yes, it is. Your point is, I've been saying that for years. Your point is, but who's incentivizing this mass migration? So let me get this straight. So all the time you're going to blame the Mexican president. The Mexican president is an incompetent president. We already know that. He's the most incompetent president. We already know that. He cannot even handle his own people. His people are dying. There's a lot of poverty. Yes, we already know that. But let's say you take care of it in the United States of America. Let's say you take care of it. Do you think people are going to still be allowed? Drugs are going to continue to go in? It's like saying, oh, Mexico is the highest distributor of drugs, and it's where the cartels are located at, and there's where, all the mass cocaine and fentanyl is coming in. Who's the number one buyer? I will ask you this. The United States of America has a gigantic drug addiction problem, and it is because of the mass of fentanyl and drugs that are coming into the borders of the United States of America. I will ask you this again to you. Who is the number one buyer in the world? With that answer, just please use your brain. Use it and think about the logistics. Thank you so much for joining in. How's everybody doing? Hopefully, we don't get these kind of news very often, man. It is so sad, and it is a spineless government. Spineless government right now from the Biden administration. It's just spineless. No heart whatsoever. Horrible what they're doing. And President Biden blamed Abbott already. Abbott has a lot of fault. He hasn't done a great job on protecting his side of the border and instructing people to how to migrate correctly through different points in different, in different inspection, different open areas. He hasn't done squat about it. The whole point is to not put people through dangerous journeys and travesties. They are legitimate cases of asylum. I will tell you, there's laws, and there's laws for asylum in the United States of America. And I will always say, everybody has a right to migrate. Everybody. I'm a pro-migrant myself. Everybody has a right to migrate. Let's do it the way that it needs to be done. Not in the back of a tractor trailer. Not, risking your life through a jungle in the Darien Gap. Not risking your life through a river that it can pull you over and you can possibly drown. Thank you so much for joining in. Buy Me a Coffee is on the bottom link if you guys like to contribute to our independent reporting and travel fund. Buy Me a Coffee is on the bottom link if you guys like to do that. Thank you so much. God bless every single one of you. We are first time watching from Atlanta, Georgia. Thank you so much, Rhonda Allen, all the way to Atlanta. Say hello all the way to Atlanta. I'm going to give some shout outs. Hunter Biden, USA. Wow. It's a complete disaster, that guy. Complete disaster. Indigo Reyna says, sad time. Much love, Oscar. Thank you so much. Donna Bates says, fantastic news tonight, Oscar. Say hello to Donna Bates also. Are there laws for asylum in Mexico? Yes, they are also. Tina Colburn says, we do have a country without borders. You have a border, you don't have it secure, and there's no process. A lot of people say, explain what is process. There's a process that is in the internet. There's a process in the law, but you don't have a process as which let me explain what is a process. A process, what I try to explain, what I try to say is that a process is that you don't instruct people correctly to how to do it. And that is the problem. Comment right here. It says, Trump was in government for only 4 years. We need to start putting blame where it belongs. I'm amazed on these people, man. I'm amazed on these people. There was another woman that it was also saying the other day that this is because of Reagan. These justifications of just justifying their disaster, it is just it's just disgusting. These justifications, continuous justifications, man. Many people have gotten asylum in Mexico with a humanitarian visa, but they don't want it. Yes, absolutely. Comment from my manager. Get quick shout out to my manager. If everybody can put a round of applause, hit that like button for my manager. That like button and those hearts, man. Yes, you're asking if practically you're asking me if there's asylum laws in Mexico. Well, they got all the humanitarian visas possible, man. They got all humanitarian visas possible. They have the ability to stay in Mexico, and also they have the multiple migration form that it can give them to grant them to stay more than 30 days. Also, they got the immigration, the humanitarian visa that is for up to 6 months, and then they can renew it, and they could go up to a year or 2 years, possibly. I don't know. I really do not remember the whole process, but that, gives you the opportunity to stay here, and that's the thing. I think your feelings got hurt, man. I think your feelings got hurt. Don't scold me, Oscar. I think your feelings got hurt, man. I don't have time for, I don't have time for that. And yes, we need a Nayib Bukele. You're right. Everybody needs a Nayib Bukele, man. Everybody needs a Nayib Bukele. Nayib Bukele is a great president. For me, and I will say this, and I have said this before, and yes, manager, you're saying many do not stay in Mexico. Yes, they don't want to stay in Mexico. They want to go. They want to go to the United States. Mario Lopez, give you a quick shout out, man. Just playing with you, man. Just playing. Quieren tirar piedras y tiran piedras y uno quiere que les aviente flores. No la frieguen. No la frieguen. Quieren tirar piedras y luego quieren que uno les aviente flores. No, aguántenla. Aguántenla. Everybody deserves a Nayib Bukele, man. And I will say this, and I will dare to say this. One of the most smallest countries in the whole continent of America is El Salvador. And El Salvador has the best president right now. El Salvador has the best president. And the best president that exists right now in the continent of America, it is, for me, Nayib Bukele. For me, it is Nayib Bukele. It is the best president right now. He doesn't care. He will protect his people, and he will bring the economy back to his people. And also, he is fighting against the MS gang, putting more than, manager, I don't remember the quantity. We stayed in how many it was. More than 34,500 was the last number that I heard that he has incarcerated as MS gang members. A lot of the people are saying, oh, he's incarcerating other people and he's just putting numbers. He's trying to fix his country, man. He's trying to fix it. And remember, Nayib Bukele approached President Biden and tried to negotiate and try to say, hey, how we can work together. And President Biden never laid 1 second of his time to go and try to talk to Nayib Bukele. Not even the person that cleans in the reception office went and greeted Nayib Bukele. I don't like Bolsonaro. Somebody saying Bolsonaro, I don't like him. I don't like him. I really don't. A lot of people like him. Yeah, it's okay. It's on you. I really do not like him. Bolsonaro has, particularly if you look at how the country it is right now, of Brazil, it has a lot of violence, and it is on the top of insecurities and in the world. Their economy is not doing good. So I agree to disagree, but it's your opinion. Freedom of speech. Beautiful. Denise Green, Oscar, can we clone you? Well, you are the best with common sense and truth. Thank you, and God bless you. Continue prayers. You always know. You don't want another me, man. That's enough. México needs a Nayib Bukele. Ese es mi Carlos Cisneros. ¿Cómo no? Mexico needs a Nayib Bukele. Every country needs a Nayib Bukele, man. Saludos a todos. Saludos, mi Mario López. Saludos. Un abrazo, mi hermano. God bless everybody that is watching. Thank you so much. Let me another comment right here. They're saying immigration reform. It's another thing that it needs to happen. You know what just happened in Melilla, Spain? Horrible thing that happened in Melilla, Spain. More than 37 dead migrants. And, you know, that is another tragedy. They're calling it a massacre. This is another comment. Oscar, you called me out, and it was wrong. I blame our 50 years of bad government policy. Oh, my God. When are we going to be men again, man? Holy cow. You want me to play a song for you, man? Let me see what kind of song, man. Let me see if this will pander to all the people that I offended. Let me just put this one. Let me see this one. I believe that this is what the hell? No, I'm not even gonna put it on, man. The hell with it. Come on, man. We are grown men. Thank you so much for joining in. I'm gone, man. An hour and 11 minutes. That is it. Spineless government. Spineless Biden. Spineless government. It is a spineless government right now. No heart, no solutions, no nothing. And it is a reality. Nobody's doing anything about it. There needs to be actions, and there needs to be a way to do it. I have an audience in Getter, and it is a matter of disrespect. And if I don't put attention in Getter, and I have a lot of people watching the Getter. What's going on in Getter, man? Lady Morgan, how you doing, man? Truther, USA, how you doing? Tootie, 3323, how you doing? Lady Morgan, massacre and migrants in Melilla, Spain. Did they deserve it for raping? And oh my God, really bad comment. Nobody deserves to die like that. And what do you? And where's your outlet of information, man? That's a really bad comment. Come on. Say hello to all of you on Getter. There's a lot of comments on Getter, man. I'm not gonna go. Or why they're not doing anything about mass migration, my manager says. It's another comment right here by my manager. Why they're not doing anything about mass migration. You're right. Why they're not doing anything about it. It's like it looks like they want this to continue, man. It is an open border agenda. It is Agenda 2030. It is the globalist compact of immigration. It is something that is never ending. And I in the last time that I was standing, I was walking in the middle of some part of a jungle. It was really hot. I didn't have no signal, and I was really sick. With the second day, I was really sick. The second day, I was beat up, man. I was beat up, but I was walking. And in my idea and in my brain, I said, you know what? If I walk and if I sweat it off, it will get better. And it got worse. But I was like, yeah, I was walking. And I got all the way to the front. I catch a ride, and we got into our car. I went all the way to the front. I said, I'm going to try to get the front of the caravan so I can get a great, view. So I got all the way to the front of the caravan. And then when I got it, I was in the middle of nowhere. You don't have even signal. It's like the jungle, man. You don't have signal. So we're in the middle of nowhere. And I look at my colleague, Juan Blanco, and I look at him and I say, like, what the hell are we doing here, man? Is this ever going to stop? Look at that, man. 15,000 people walking. Holy cow. He said, I don't think it's ever going to stop. If they don't fix their countries, and if they don't fix their economies and release sanctions or whatever you want to call it, I don't think that it's never going to stop. And that is a problem. I will leave you guys now. Thank you so much for joining in. God bless every single one of you. It's nice to say hello to every single one of you. Buy me a coffee is on the bottom link. If you guys like to contribute to our independent reporting and travel fund, before you go, hit that bell button, hit that like button before you go. Share this video out. Thank you so much. Follow me at Facebook. Follow me at Twitter. Follow me at Getter. Follow me at not only at Getter. Follow me at Twitter. Follow me at Getter, Twitter, YouTube. Ay, se me olvidan, chinga. Getter, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, and Telegram. Oscar Blue Ramirez. 40,000 is the number that Nayib Bukele has put in prison MS gang members. Holy cow, 40,000. Also, follow me at True Social. Oscar Blue Ramirez at True Social. I don't know, manager, we are Oscar Blue Ramirez at True Social, right? We are in True Social. So also follow me over there. Also at Instagram, I have 2 Instagrams, but the one that is more frequent and the one that has posting clips and all that is Oscar Blue Team. So follow that one. Follow that one. That's the one that is continuously posting clips and all of this kind of stuff of my work, our work, Oscar Blue Team. So follow that one on Instagram, Oscar Blue Team. Also, there's the another one, Oscar Blue Media. You can follow that one also. You can follow also my partner, Real Anthony Agüero. Follow Real Anthony Agüero. Follow him at every platform possible. Getter, True Social, Gab, Twitch. He's if there's a platform, he's there. So follow Real Anthony Agüero or Real Anthony Agüero Live. I think that's the way it is. Also, you can follow Ben Berquam from Frontline America, Ben Berquam, and also download the app Real America's Boys News at realamericasboysnews.com. It's free, and also Wendy Bell Radio Network. It is free. Download the app. Download it. It's free. Go ahead and download it, man. So God bless you all. Stay safe. And like we always say, people, peace and love, because always your country's first. God bless.
We're in the middle of everything. They're carrying a child. Look at this. They're carrying a child. Look at this. This is horrible.
Ustedes tienen familia, somos inmigrantes, no somos delincuentes. Somos inmigrantes, no somos delincuentes.
Discúlpeme, oficial. They have encapsulated them. They're pushing. Now they're pushing. Some of them, they're escaping underneath to the ranches. Look at this, man. They're throwing rocks. They're hitting the National Guard officers. Throwing rocks over here.
Gosh, what a scene to see really unfolding here, and having them use that rope so that they're all able to stay together is really interesting to see all this happen, Oscar.
violence and homicides. Due to this factor, the military was deployed to Tijuana. Entry of San Isidro next door to the city of Tijuana, Mexico. Migrants looking for asylum from Ukraine arrived to the
Roto, señores, las barreras. Ya no los pueden controlar. They have broke the barriers. They cannot control them.